everybody here is a builder. So yeah, I think let's start. Aji.
Okay, good afternoon once again. My name is Ajidoku. I'm a ambassador for Core, and it's nice having you here.
All right. Today we'll be building a little project from the scratch. Okay, we'll be using the CoreDAO GitHub DApp tutorial. Okay, so let me drop it. I'll drop it in the group chat now so that you guys can have access to it and more. And also, I'm going to be dropping a material. Okay, it's a YouTube video of just what we're going to be doing today. I earlier on recorded it. So this I just dropped now. This is the GitHub repository of what we'll be doing today. So it's a complete dApp building session, but for today we'll be building the contract only because of time and yeah. So let me drop the other video before we continue. Okay, so um, this is the. Let me share my screen. All right, so I guess you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, please? All right.
Yeah,
Yes,
All
Daniel.
right. Hello.
Yes, yes, I can see your screen.
All right. So this is the GitHub repository of the what we'll be building today. So a simple storage dApp on Core. Okay. So everything has been summarized here already. All we have to do is to follow what is written here and then build. Okay. Let me minimize. So okay, let me just go through what is here before we start building. Decentralized applications, dApps, use a blockchain or on-chain smart contracts to store and reference data rather than relying on traditional centralized databases. A common simple dApp structure generally consists of a React.js or Vue.js front end using Web3.js or Ethers.js to interact with smart contracts deployed to an EVM compatible blockchain. So what this is basically talking about is that the front end of most dApps deployed on the EVM, any EVM compatible blockchains, are React.js or Vue.js, right? Okay, so yeah, it consists, that is the front end normally, and then of course the smart contract behind. So what are we building? In this tutorial, we'll develop a simple dApp using React.js or Ethers.js that stores data in a smart contract on the core blockchain and displays it to users. It also has the functionality to retrieve the stored number and display it to the user. So I don't know if we have our computers with us, our systems with us, so that we'll move together, right? All right. So okay. So these are the prerequisites for this tutorial. Okay, for you to be able to write and deploy this contract and build this app, you need to have these things installed on your system, right? Git, Node.js, npm, Hardhat, and then MetaMask web wallet extension. So these things, you need them to build this dApp. So straight up, this is my terminal, as you can see here. Okay, this is my terminal. I want to believe that we have developers already in the house. I believe I've met, I mean, from my tour in University of Abuja and Jos here, I think I've met some of our members in this group who are smart contract developers, and then most of them are front end developers, that is Web 2 developers, I think. So this shouldn't be new to us, I guess. If anything is new, please ask questions. I am here, Aji is here, and every other person is here, so that we'll rub minds and answer our questions. Okay. So to build, now this terminal was opened on my desktop, right? You can see it here. So I want to change directory to DApp. I mean a folder that I use to build my dApps, all my projects. Okay, so the CD dApps. I call it dApps also. Okay, we're in. So let me make directory. Okay, that is open a folder, right? For our project, mkdir. Okay, you can see from here the name of the dApp. Okay, the name of the tutorial is dApp tutorial. Okay, I think I've built some already, so let me call it dApp tutorial 4. I think I've built up to 3 already. So dApp tutorial 4. So the essence why we're doing this class, I mean today's class particularly, is because of the BTC5 hackathon that is ahead of us, right? Or I mean, it's ongoing already, and I believe that most of us here have registered and we're building our projects already. So this is just a way of showing us how to build and deploy on the core blockchain. Basically, that's the essence of this class for today. Okay, so that tutorial 4. Okay, so again, CD 4. Okay, so I'm inside my dApp right now. Okay, the folder right now. So you can see, like I said from the beginning, everything is given to us. Okay, normally this is how to scaffold a Hardhat project. So simply npm init dash dash yes. Okay, again the second command. Okay, npm install dash dash save dash dev Hardhat. I hope I'm correct. Let's go. So let it build. So Aji, are you with us? Aji.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you here. I'm with you.
So we're waiting for this to build. Then we continue. BM Smart, can you come again, please? I didn't hear you.
It was a mistake, sorry.
Be Smart, I think you were saying something. Aji, are you with us?
I answered yes. I'm with you. I'm waiting for Hardhat to finish
Seems
initializing.
Aji
Yes.
is far. Can anybody hear me? I hope I'm not offline.
Daniel, can you hear? I've been speaking, oh Daniel. Can't you hear me?
Okay, I'm hearing you now. So I think it's the network. So
Okay,
I
I've
was
been
saying,
speaking. I'm with you.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
I wanted to say if maybe for the next class you are going to take tests, smart contract testing. Since we are building today, maybe for the next class you take tests. I don't know if that's okay by you.
I know it's not an issue at all. But
All right.
I just want our guests here, like guys following up. Are we catching up? do they like? Are we following? Like, please, we like feedback from the audience. Like, are we following? As in,
Exactly.
because Daniel is initializing Hardhat, like, and Hardhat is just like the way you have React for JavaScript and Next for JavaScript. And Hardhat is a framework for Solidity. We have Hardhat and we have Foundry. So instead of, I know for the past month we've been writing our codes on Remix, but Hardhat
Remix,
is
yes.
you writing your code on your own text editor, and that's like using it allows you to use like Visual Studio to do your
Visual,
editing.
yeah.
So yes, so let's just stay just sit tight and hopefully we'll get one or two from today's session.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
thank you very much, Aji. I hope we're following
Yeah,
that.
yeah, thank
Yes.
All right, all right, all right. So also remember that I have dropped the link, this particular link in the group chat already. You can have access to it and for directions to build your app, right? Okay. So next is let's start it. NPX had that in it. NPX had that in it.
Daniel,
Yeah.
maybe we can share the Hardhat official. Okay, let me share it. The Hardhat documentation page so they can
Yes,
follow. Like, let me
please.
get it and I'll paste it in the call.
All right, please do that. Thank you.
Just
Yeah.
uh,
All right. So while he's doing that, yeah, I hope you can see my screen. So I've initialized Hardhat, right? Now you can see what do you want to do. Create a JavaScript project, create a TypeScript project. So these are different frameworks we can use, right? So what we have here is JavaScript. You can see it from the GitHub README here. It's a JavaScript. So I'll just enter. Okay. So yes, just enter again. Do you want to add git ignore? Yes, I want it because we are going to use it to save our secret.json file. Okay, so this you're seeing here, if we look at the project here, they said we should select no. Do you want to install these samples project dependencies with npm? They said we should say no. Okay. Yes, you can see
I had a
here.
question.
Okay, I'm with you. So
Yeah. Hello.
I can hear you. Carry on. Carry on.
Okay, great. So I was wondering on which terminal are you on, because some of us might be on the Linux terminal, some of us might
Oh,
be on the Node.js command prompt, some of us
okay.
might also be on the command prompt terminal. So which one is which?
Okay. So I'm on the your Linux terminal. My Linux
but
terminal.
the
That's
code,
what I'm on right now. But
Daniel, the
Okay,
code will
great.
so it will run on any terminal, like whether you're on Windows or even in your VS Code terminal, it will run on any terminal. The commands will run
yes,
on
yes,
any terminal you're on.
exactly.
Sorry for cutting
So
you, Daniel.
no, it's
Okay,
fine.
great.
It's fine. So
Thank you.
yes, like you said, you can run it on
Whitelist,
any terminal, right?
yes, you can run it on any terminal. It works. You can just open your
Okay.
your Visual Studio Code and run a terminal, and it will work. It will work for you.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, yes, sir. So
All
just
right.
anytime.
So I'll click no. I'll, okay. So I'll just click N here, right? N, and then yeah. So we're done with this, right? What I'll do is I'll just write code dot to open my VS Code. This will spin up my VS Code. Code dot. So this will spin up my VS Code with this project inside of it. Okay, this will take some time. Okay, so while that is running, you can see this here. This is the structure of our folders, the way it's supposed to be, according to them, right? You can see that tutorial, which is going to be the root folder. Inside it, there's going to be contracts, ignition, node modules, tests, and others. So let it come up. Okay. Okay, so my visuals today is up now. So can we see what just happened? Everything, our Hardhat has been spinned up right here. You can see the contracts, ignition, node modules test, just like we had it here. Okay. So sorry, I'm sharing my screen. You might not be seeing the screen fully. So this is how it's supposed to be, right? If it was on full screen, we'll have to be sharing so that we'll be following with the instructions we're following here. Yeah, just all right. So Wycliffe, I can also switch. You can see I can open my terminal in my VS Code right here, and then that command I ran in my Linux terminal, I can also run it here. Okay, it's all same.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we have this here. In our contracts, normally there used to be, once you spin up a Hardhat project, it comes with a default contract, isn't it? Lock.sol, for those of us that have done that. So this lock.sol, lock is the name of the contract, .sol is the extension. So any Solidity file, the extension is .sol. Let's delete it because we don't need it. All right, delete. Okay. Move to trash. All right. So right inside of it, we're going to create our contract. Inside this contract folder, right? We're going to create the contract we are going to write today. So what's the name of the contract? Let me get it here. Okay, storage.sol. So let me create it. You right click. Sorry, let's be following. Right click on this. Okay, and then you select new file. Storage.sol. Right. So this is our file, right? Okay. Let's go back to where we were. Okay. Install and configure MetaMask Chrome extension. Okay. So I guess like everybody on this call should have MetaMask in its system already. I should guess that. What's the next? Create a secret.json file in your root folder. Okay. So the essence of the secret.json file is to store your seed phrase, your wallet private key. Okay, so let's create a secret.json file. Normally you can create it here just at the root of your folder, right? You right click here and then you create a new file and then say secret.json. Okay, so when you do this, you come here. Okay, if you can see my screen clearly. Okay, you just have to do it so that we'll see what's going on. Okay, this is where we are right now. Okay, now this, you can see the inscription, how they wrote it here. You just simply copy this. Okay, take it to your VS Code. Inside the secret.json file, you paste it. Then you remove this text. Right, and put in your private key. Okay, something like just some random numbers like that. Okay, so what I'll do is I will copy my private key from somewhere and come and paste it here, but I will not allow you to see it. So I hope we're following.
Daniel,
Hi. Yeah.
you could create a new account, yeah, in MetaMask.
Right.
Just add a new account, something that you will not use again, and maybe you can just show them how to get their private key
To
or
do
stuff.
that, right?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah, I
just
was
an
I was
account
going
in
to show.
positive. You
Okay.
said you not show us now. But if you
Yeah.
show us the one that have your
So
name,
let
we'll carry you.
so let's do that. Okay. I'll come to MetaMask. See my MetaMask right here. So let it come up. I'll create a new account, get the private key, and then we'll use it here. But okay, yeah, I'll have to send test code there. Okay, this is the normal account I'm using. So let me create a new account. So you can see, I hope we're seeing my screen. Add account or hardware wallet. Okay, so I can just add here. Add a new account. Yes. So let me call it the tutorial just for this class. So I have it created already. Now to get my private key, come here, account details, show private key. I hope we're following, guys. So show private key. I'll enter my password. Okay. Now if they're saying hold to reveal private key. So I'll just click and hold. So can we see? Here's my private key, right? For this account. So I'll copy and say done. I'll come here and paste. So this is how it should look like. Okay. All right. So now let me get some core for this account, right? Some T core. Copy the address. Can I copy the address? Sorry, I think I didn't get the address. All right, so I'll copy my address here. Copy. Then come here. Say call test faucet. Just on Google, you could get it. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, well, here is it anyway. It's been raining here today, so the weather is hampering the network. So my network has been slow like since morning. We're trying to get test tokens. So I'll paste my address right here. If you can see my screen, Control V. Okay, I'm supposed to check a box here. I'm not a robot. Yes, I'm not. Come on. Okay, simply get call. Are we following, guys? All right, so funded success in transaction. So this means I have some T-Core in my wallet already. Let's check again to confirm. All right, so I have my one T-Core in my wallet already. Okay, so let's continue back to the tutorial page. What next? Let's see. Okay, so we just did this, right? And it's inside our secret.json file. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come to our gitignore and add it. Okay, you come to Hardhat files here. Can you see my screen, please? Hope I'm not talking to myself.
Yes, you can see.
All right, perfect. So you just simply come to your git ignore and then add, say, secret.json. That's all. Once you do this, this file has been recorded here. Once you're pushing it to your GitHub, if you're pushing this um, folder to your GitHub, it won't follow. Okay, this secret.json will not follow. All right. So what's the next thing to do? Copy the following into your hardhat config.js file. All right. Simply copy this. Come to your hardhat config. Okay. Remove what is here. Just Control A. Remove. Control V. Okay. So we have it here already. Yes. So this is the config file, right? This is the file that allows you to interact with the blockchain. Okay, you can see here we have the testnet RPC address. Okay, this is our testnet RPC address here. This is my private key. Okay, the one I entered in my secret.json. Okay, you can see just this inscription is what is here as well. Okay, and then the chain ID of our token. Okay, the T core. All right, so let me remove this. I will just, yeah, I'll just comment it out. Okay, let's go back. So I've copied the config file to our folder. What's next? Write smart contract. Okay, so we'll simply copy this into our storage.sol folder. Okay, so what I'm doing,
Somebody just deleted my Telegram account. I don't understand how.
sorry, you said, Aji, I didn't get you.
No, sorry, I just lost my Telegram account, like my main Telegram account. I don't know what happened. Don't worry.
How? Jesus, sorry about that.
That's why I left
Okay,
the call with my other number.
okay.
Yeah, I just told you I've been banned.
Jeez. Sorry about that. Okay, let's continue, please. So, what we're doing here is already given, right? I'm just following this documentation, this README file to for this class. Okay, so I'm not writing this contract. This contract is a contract that has been written here already, but I will explain it. So, let's come here. Now you can see this here. This is the SPDX license. Okay, simply what this means is the license is the SPDX license. Okay, the license identifier of this contract we're writing. Now, Pragma Solidity is the version of Solidity we're using. Okay, so what this means is that this version is greater or equal to 0.7.0 down up to 0.9.0. This is very important. You need this before you can deploy a smart contract. Okay. Now, okay, this usually we call this kind of inscription here, we call it pragma. Okay, pragma is simply an explanation, okay, a brief explanation of what is going on. So you can see they said title, which is the title of the contract is storage. Okay, what does it do? It store and retrieve value in a variable. Okay, now coming to the contract itself. To write a Solidity smart contract, the first thing to do, simply write the word contract. Okay, write the word contract and then you state the name of the contract. This is a storage contract. It stores and receives variables. Stores and receives values in a variable. Okay, so the name is storage. Always remember to write the name of your contract starting with a capital letter. Very important. Now, in this contract, we have a variable here. This is a U in 256 variable, which is called number. This is the name of this variable, right? So this is a state variable. These variables in Solidity, they hold the state of the blockchain. Okay, these variables hold the state of the blockchain. Whenever you change the value of this variable, then you change the state of the blockchain. Okay, all right. Now you can see at dev, that means what does this do? Okay, it stores value in a variable. That is what this number variable does. Okay, now there are other things we could do to this state variable. For instance, we could declare it public. Okay, when we declare it public, it means that this variable can be called by other contracts. If we say it's private, then this variable can only be called within this contract and by contracts that inherit this contract. Okay. If we call it external, then it can only be called by external contracts. But then if we leave this variable just like this, then the EVM sees it as a private variable, which means it can only be used or called within this contract and other contracts that inherit this contract. Okay. Now, okay, so this is the value to store. Okay, this is the value, this num you're seeing right here is the value we're going to enter to change or to update this number variable. Okay, now what is a function? A function is a piece of code that performs a specific task. What are we using this function, the function store? What are we using it to do? We're using the function store to set or to input a value for this variable. Okay, that is why you can see our simple logic here. Our simple logic here is number, which is this variable, equals to this, which is this yes, this variable also here right now. Okay, this is a variable, this is a parameter, okay, of this store function. Now this public here, this inscription here, what does it mean? It means that this function can be called from outside this contract. Okay, all right. Now we have two functions in this contract. We have two functions. This is 1 and this is 2. This second function, what it does is to retrieve the value that we saved in this variable. That is what it does, this retrieve function. Okay, now this is a read function. Okay, let me just do something here like this. Sorry, right function. So write functions change the state of the blockchain, but read functions only view the state of the blockchain. That is the reason why we have this view inscription here. Okay, any function that carries view means it only views or it only sees the state of the blockchain or reads the state of the blockchain. Okay, now then it returns a uint. Okay, what is it returning? A uint. Why? Because we are returning this value here. Okay, all right. Is there any question so far? Any question, or I should continue? Hello guys, any question?
Continue, Daniel. Or with you.
All right. Thank you very much, Aji. Okay, back to so I just explained the contract. Okay, so what's the next thing to do now? Let's compile our smart contract. Okay, compiling smart contract. How do we do this? It's simple. You can see they even give us the command here to compile the storage smart contract defined in the storage.sol. From the root directory, run the following command. Okay, they said root directory. What do they mean by root directory? Root directory means the root, okay? Okay, let's see this now. This is the root directory of this is our folder, this DAP tutorial. Okay, so everything here is inside the root directory. Okay, now if we look at our terminal, we will see that yes, we are at the root directory, DAP tutorial. So let's run npx hardhat compile to compile our contract. Yes, all right. Okay, npx hardhat compile, and then enter. So we're waiting for it to compile. Okay, compiled one solidity file successfully. EVM target undone. Okay, so we've compiled our file already. We've compiled our contract. What's the next thing to do? Deploy and interact with smart contract. Now, before you deploy a smart contract, you need to write a deployment script. Okay, this deployment script defines how your contract will be deployed. Okay, now we have been given a script here already. Okay, and all our scripts, you remember while we were scaffolding Hardhat, we selected that we're scaffolding a JavaScript project, right? So all our scripts are in JavaScript. Yeah, so if you're a Web2 developer, you write JavaScript, you should understand this. Even if you don't understand the contract, you should understand what is happening here. So without much waste of time, I think I'll just copy it and paste it. Okay, I think we need to do something first. Create a script folder in the root directory of your project. Inside this folder, create a file. Okay. Okay, so let's create a folder, new folder, call it scripts. Okay, then inside scripts folder, we're going to create a file called deploy and call.js. Okay, so right click and say new file, deploy dash and dash call.js. Okay, we've created our file. Simply copy, paste. Okay, so this is our deployment script, right? Okay, what's the next thing to do? Make sure your MetaMask wallet has T-Core test tokens for the core testnet. Okay, we've done that. Run the following command from the root directory of your project to deploy your smart contract. Okay, I could simply copy this and paste, but no, let me type it myself. Okay, npx hardhat run scripts / deploy. So our script, right? Okay, enter. So everything goes well. Our contracts should deploy. But like one of my mentor will say, anytime he's writing code and he's ready to deploy, he will say, "God, I beg." That is like calling on God. Okay, there's an issue here. What's the problem? Hmm. Cannot read properties of I. Okay, JSON RPC provider. Aji, are you with us? Mm, let's go the one. JSON RPC. So, guys, I hope you are with me. I think I have an error, or I will say a bug. So I'm trying to see what the problem is. Oh. Okay, I see. Now make okay. Come in. Just a moment, please. Anonymous home. Okay, Nomic Labs. Okay, so I think I skipped something earlier on while I was scaffolding Hardhat. So I think I skipped this command. This right here. I was supposed to install Waffle. Yes. Okay. So let's do that. Let me do that and then deploy npm install dash dash save dash dev chai at nomic labs slash hardhat dash waffle. So I think I'm correct. Okay, this is the command I'm supposed to run to install waffle. Npm install dash dash save chai. Okay, that at nomic labs. Okay, so yeah, let's install this. So while this is installing, any question, guys? Hello, guys, are we together?
Yeah, we are together.
All right, all right.
I hope.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to install waffle. I'm listening. If you have a question, please call Prince.
Okay, GM. I was asking if we can uh, today's lesson, but that should be after the class. But I would
Sorry,
like
come
to
again.
get
Come
the.
again. Call Prince.
Okay, sorry. I said I hope we'll have a record. Are you recording it, please?
Honestly, Mr. Shina is not on the call today, so he usually does the recording. But I have just what we're doing right now. I have a video on this. Okay, that's
Okay.
contract writing and deployment on the core chain. I have a video on it, which I think I've dropped it in the group chat earlier.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. You are doing a nice job.
Yeah. So this is still installing. Sorry about that. I will make sure that next week we have a recording. So this is still installing, right? Let's wait a bit. I'm installing Waffle. Oh, Cynthia, are you on the call? Cynthia. Okay. Okay. So, guys, like I said, today we will only write and deploy the smart contract. I like Aji said, I think next week he will run tests, and then probably in the subsequent class we'll do the front end. Okay. So from this section downward, if you can see my screen, sorry. Okay, if you can see my screen from this section downward, this is where the front end is being built. Okay, so because of time, we won't do that today. We'll only deploy the contract and stop there. So I think we're in the last step actually. When this installs, we'll deploy, and then that's all. Come on, come on, come on. So this network thing is really messing me up today. I'm really sorry, guys. So guys, I'm still here. I'm waiting for this to install. My network has been messing up today. So sorry about this. Let's see how it's rolling. Okay. Okay. So it has installed. If you are with me, it has installed. So let's go straight to deployment, right? Let's run our deployment script, which we earlier ran. You can see it here. So simply enter. Let's see. God, I beg, help thy child. So like Wycliffe asked the other time, you can see everything I'm doing here is on my VS Code terminal. So, okay. I think our deployment was successful. Okay, it's not done yet, but okay. So yes, guys, we deployed successfully. Storage contract deployed to this contract address. Okay, let me even copy it. We're going to go to the Core Explorer and check it. Okay, So call retrieve, okay, call store, call, okay, all these things we're seeing here, right, were things that were written in the deployment script. Where's our deployment script? Yes, here. Let's see. So, okay, yeah, if I can see clearly, I can see call the store function to set value to 100. Yeah, so this is it here. Okay, console.log. So this is where we set this value. Everything we're seeing here was written in this in the deployment script. The only unique thing is our contract address. Okay, so this is where our contract address was deployed to. Let's quickly go to um, our Explorer and see. Come in, let me use here. Where can I get? No. Is this? Where is this? Okay. Yes. So, Block Explorer. So I just want to check that our contract was deployed really, and see what we did. Guys, are you with me, please? If you can hear me, say hi or hello, please. Let me know I'm with the
I
class.
can hear you, Danny.
Yeah.
We're together. We're together.
All right. So,
Go ahead.
okay, we're here. Let me paste our
Hello.
contract address. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I have a question. I stepped out for a minute and I'm lost. Kind
Oh,
of. Is there a documentation for this place?
yes. This is a tutorial, right? So there's a documentation for it, of which I've dropped it in the group already. Maybe after the
Okay.
call, I'll point it. Yes,
I will catch up with
yes,
it. Yeah.
yes. There's a video also. I dropped a video of the tutorial that I did. Just what we're doing now, I've done it before on video. I'll point at it
Okay.
again.
That will be better. Thank you.
All right. So here's our contract address. Okay. Let's view our transactions on chain. Okay. So we can see contract creation. Okay. This is where our contract was created, right? 3 minutes ago. Yes, from our deployment script, we defined the contract deployment, and then that transaction of setting the value to 100, right? So, which is the second transaction here. Um, Let me see something. Okay, so let me see if we can um, verify this transaction and see. Okay, so right here on the Explorer is where I am, and then I'm trying to so from here, this is our transactions, right? We could just come to contract and then click verify and publish. Okay, this is our contract address. Select compiler type. Let's see, single. Let's go with this and see. I've never done this. Which version did we even use? Let me see. Here's our contract. 0.7.0. Yeah, so this license type. What's, what's our license type again? GPL 3.0. So the license we used, I can't find it here. Let me see if we can continue without it. Okay, I'm going to enter our contract here. copy, Control C. Verify and publish. Let's see. Okay, so I think because we couldn't get the because we couldn't get the license identifier, right? Okay, this was not specified. Okay, but then guys, I think we've done more. Maybe I should go back and research on this, on getting that license identifier. But we've been able to write and deploy our smart contract using Hardhat and verified it on the chain, right, on the Explorer. So if anybody has any question, please ask, or if you have anything to say before we close the class for today. Any question, anybody, or anything to say? Okay, Ajidoku, are you with us? Any final word? I think we should be closing now.
It's what I just want to say is it's nice having everybody here, and I know it's not like so. I have a team for the Particify hackathon that they need a front end developer. If you write React and you're looking for a team to join for the hackathon, you can just DM me. So yeah, but hopefully next week we'll do more and step by step we'll keep growing and learning. So it's nice having everyone here. And please try and be on time next week and we'll be hoping to see you. Daniel, it was nice having you. Good work and thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, thank you, Aji. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.
Thank you very much.